setting that each player can toggle on or off as
Huh.
they're choosing. And right there, I think that's an actually incredible change. I think that's
Interesting.
fantastic. I know some of y'all don't like auto combos, but auto
No,
combos
the
on
auto
or off.
combos need to be in fighting games. Everybody doesn't want to spend time to master all the combos. Like I like fighting games. I like taking the time to learn a classic combo. I have one. I have friends that play fighting games every now and then, but they do it just to join, the group and whatnot. They're not. I wouldn't say diehard. They're not huge fans like I am. They rather play other games, so they play, just to join in on the fun from time to time. And they said, I do not want to spend time learning combos. If I could, what's the easiest route? And if a company wants to be successful, you have to cater to those casual players. Everybody's not like us who wants to sit there and, heck, even in Street Fighter, there's a tournament player who uses modern controls. What is his name? He has a lot of hair. Oh, shoot, I forgot his name. Long story short, there's nothing wrong with auto combos. There is nothing wrong with modern controls or nothing like that. That does not make you a better or worse player. I hate that conversation. You won because you use it like, excuse me, need some water. But like in Street Fighter, was like, you won because you have modern controls. Oh my goodness. It's like, the modern controls doesn't help you read your opponent, whiffing, space, like the knowledge of the game. Having modern controls doesn't fix that situation. You can have auto combos, modern controls, whatever, all you want, and you still don't get your butt kicked because of your lack of knowledge. That's what separates you from. I remember Maximilian Dew said that too. He was like, knowing the combos at a classic level does not make you a high tier player. It does not give you any credit that you won the tournament or whatever game that you're playing because you did it on a classic controls. That's just something that us who grew up with fighting games did. And they want to change it they not even change it. They want to add to it, to these fighting games to bring on more of an audience. Everybody doesn't have the time we do to play. Some come home from work, they want to play for an hour. They like fighting games. What's the easiest way I could do this? Or some are tournament players like the way I told you for Street Fighter and don't want to take the time to learn it in classic controls. And that's fine. Like, I don't know why, and I grew up with the old fighting games back in the day. Dude, it does not make you a better or worse player. Like, I don't know what people are crying about that for. Auto combos is just fine. If you're losing to people who are auto combos or modern controls or whatever, it's a you problem. It's not them or the game. You're just not skilled enough, and that's okay. But don't blame everybody else. It's so annoying. Or what's the other one attacking? Specialty move or something like that? There ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's your preference. You don't have to have them on if you don't.
And I know when the game comes out, they go to
However,
update it more and
still,
more
I
with new
appreciate the
stuff,
effort.
which
I
is
appreciate
great.
them adding new features of the game, new ways to play, and especially ways to make fighting games less scary for new players.
Yeah,
because
because that's what these, I guess you want to call them tryhards or whatever. People like it to stay the way it's, as they say it's supposed to be, but it's not. That's not the case. Just the way you want it to be. Is that this is a business. These games are a business. They got to find a way to bring more people in. You, I don't even want to call them tryhards. You, the people who don't like change when it comes to these auto combos, whatever the case may be, whatever that name is, to call people like y'all. Y'all don't sell the game. Y'all don't make them a lot of money to keep going. I'll put it that way. It's the casual players. Tournament players, FGC, people like us who grew up with it and are cool with the classic controls. We're not going to make these games successful financially. They need the classic people who can just turn on the controller and sorry, I backed out of it, but spam some buttons. There are people like that. Grown adults and like kids, all ages. They get up, X, out of a combo. And some, they master that. How can you master it? By reads, your IQ of the game, how to play the game, so on and so forth. There's more to it than just pressing X, Y, dash, 4, circle, B. There's more to it than that. But if that's your style, that's fine. That's my style. Have I ever played a... No, I mean, I'm mostly a classic fighting game player. But if I lose to somebody with auto combo or modern control, that's a me issue. He read the game. He read what was going on better than me. But yeah, they have to make money to succeed. They have to increase the fan base. You're not going to do that. Just cater to one side. You know, get over it. It's not. It is not that big of a deal for somebody to have auto combos and want to spam buttons. If you can't beat somebody spamming buttons, that is you got a lot of work to do. If you can't handle somebody spamming buttons, I ain't the best player of all time. Not even close. I know good and well if I'm losing to somebody just spamming buttons, hitting X all day or whatever, that's a me problem. And a lot of these people need to understand that in any kind of game. If you're playing someone, they got the OP, you got the OP weapon. Okay, you can outsmart them, whatever the case may be. Stop blaming gaming companies and stuff. They got to make money. You know, as long as they're not greedy, which this has nothing to do with greed, you know, there's no problem with it. Look at yourself.
Fighting games are terrifying.
I had to read on that a little bit because that's something that always gets talked about by these, and it makes no sense. You want a modern control, and what? What are you trying to prove here? It takes no skill. What? They won because of no skill. I can go on. I can go for a while for that.
Awful to play if you don't know what's going on and you just get beat up and you don't know why you got beat up. And like that's
exactly
bad stuff. So
and they meet people like us who it could give us like you give us an hour and we could learn a whole book of moves and stuff like that and how to play the game and ins and outs, what's safe, what's not safe. And they play against someone like us and we're dominating and there's no way else for them to get better or at least compete a little bit better outside of putting the amount of time we did and learning all. And for them, would take us an hour, could take them 4 or 5, maybe longer hours. Some people are like, I don't even want to put the time into all that. So they just walk away. Game companies don't want that. They want them to stay. All right, look, when it comes to learning this, how to be like what's safe, what's not, the frames, that's on you. We'll make it easier when it comes to the buttons. You know, we'll give you the auto combos, we'll give you the modern controls, just hit this button. Everything else, I mean, they can't just, you know, put all these training wheels on and let them just have everything work for them. No. But button mechanics, they're like, okay, we'll give you that. And for some people who are good at classics, some just don't want to learn it no more. There ain't nothing wrong with that either. Let me hit play.
For the new player is the video. So
all right. Well, shout out to him. Like I said, I'll put the original video descriptions below. But yeah, sorry I went on that little rant, but stop crying. And y'all, the ones, they know who I'm talking to. They know I'm talking, you know, the ones, I ain't talking to everybody, I'll put it that way. But there's a nice amount of them that be crying over these auto combos, modern controls, all this stuff. Stop crying. It's a you problem, not anybody else. Get your skill up. Don't blame the person because they can do an auto combo or whatever. It's not their fault, and it's not their problem. It's not for them to think about. It's you. Get your skill up. With all due respect. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see you later.